going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K25 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel's sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a great product. Absolutely love their product. Hopefully you guys check it out. I use it on a daily basis. Now, guys, I will leave the link to Dubby Energy in the video description. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You will save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Absolutely love their product. Use it on a daily basis. It gets me through whatever struggles I am having, whether it be a workout, live stream, video editing, what have you. It is a great product. Highly recommend checking it out. My current favorite flavor is the mango papaya flavored Grandpa's Dentures. Definitely recommend y'all checking it out. Guys, I want to plug a couple series before we get to the actual episode. I will plug the series playlist in the top right-hand corner right here. I absolutely love it. Absolutely just been having a fun time with this series. Thoroughly enjoyed it. We're about 4 episodes deep. We're just getting this thing rolling. The plan is to go about 3 seasons on this. So hopefully we can get through 3 seasons, build a great brand, defeat Friday Night SmackDown, and, just be the best GM that we can be. I also want to plug the NBA 2K25 My League with the Philadelphia 76ers. It's going to be posted right here. We're about a baker's dozen episodes deep, 13 episodes. Dropped the latest episode on Friday. Definitely recommend y'all checking it out. We just eliminated the Miami Heat out of the playoffs, so the Philadelphia 76ers moving on to the second round of the playoffs. Let's get this episode started, and let's have another great Monday Night Raw. As you can see in the opener, it is Braun Breaker defending his Intercontinental title against Damian Priest. Gunther is going to be taking on main event Jey Uso. Andrade takes on Jacob Fatu in tonight's semi-main event, and in the main event, Akam and Razor, the Authors of Pain, take on Nathan Frazier and Axiom Fraxium. Non-title matchup. It isn't going to be contested in an Extreme Rules match. Super excited about this Monday Night Raw. We are inching in closer on Friday Night SmackDown for the lead. Now, it all depends if we are going to be able to, get a good head of steam and get ourselves in position to win win the first season of the MyGM. I'm absolutely think we've got the roster to pull it off. The late acquisitions of Andrade, Jacob Fatu, our main eventers, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Gunther, Braun Breaker, who could be a main eventer, Damian Priest, who could be a main eventer, and we stole Jade Cargill from Friday Night SmackDown. I think we could have a really good roster here. I think it's probably the best roster that I've built on any of my MyGM series. It's going to be an interesting opening matchup. Intercontinental title on the line. Damian Priest taking on Braun Breaker. These two are going to be in the main event scene for, they're going to be fighting for titles for a long time on this channel. I can't wait personally because I love both superstars. I think both are just absolutely phenomenal. As Braun Breaker makes his way to the ring, Damian Priest, former World Heavyweight Champion, looking to add the Intercontinental title to his collection of championships. By the way, recording this on Friday night, shortly before Friday Night SmackDown. Just looking to have, a fun, want to record this. I want to I want to have a good, good season, and I want to, want to have the best roster that we can. We may or may not make some trades. I am eyeing a certain tag team who is on their roster who I think would pair very well with the Authors of Pain. I'm eyeing a few trades, but don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off in year one. By the way, it is like an oven in this office. I have not put in the window units for the air conditioning yet, so a little bit toasty in here, but we will manage as Braun Breaker is making his way to the ring. Braun Breaker, current Intercontinental Champion, looking to continually holding on to that title. I'm a big Braun Breaker fan. I think, he's got the lineage, he's got the look, definitely got the look. Excuse me. He's definitely going to be a big time player on this brand for a very long time now. Hopefully we can continue to build him up to be a big time superstar. I really like what he has done so far this year. I like what he's done so far in our MyGM. He's been a great talent. And I love that Intercontinental title, by the way. I think it was a beautiful redesign. And I'm going to let the announcer do his thing. We will just sit here quiet. And the match is about ready to go on in the match. Referee calls for the bell. Damian Priest gets his clock cleaned with that fist by Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker with a standing front power slam on Damian Priest. Braun Breaker working that arm, but Damian Priest now got control with the kicks. And a beautiful spinning kick by Damian Priest. Is he calling for the chokeslam already? Super kick. And Braun Breaker is now struggling as... Braun Breaker slips out and gets the fist to the side of the head. Tries to go for an overhead belly-to-belly on Braun Breaker, but cannot do it. Flatliner, jumping flatliner. Braun kicks out at 2, gets the shoulder up. And now Damian Priest going to the top rope. What is Damian Priest thinking of doing here? Kind of hit that kick. One of the weird, what a counter by Braun Breaker. And now reversal of the Irish whip. And Damian Priest with a flapjack. And drops the elbow right into the heart of Braun Breaker. Counters the kick. Braun going for a cover here. Barely a 1 count as Damian Priest now rolling out of the ring and Braun Breaker giving chase. Whoa, what a counter by Damian Priest. Puts him down on that padding. and locks it up. They toss him back into the ring. And now Priest giving chase, picks up Braun Breaker, has him by the throat, south of heaven choke slam, and hooks that leg. That is a 3 count and a new Intercontinental Champion, Damian Priest. Congratulations, Damian Priest. This bud's for you. Cheers, man. A 3.5-star match to start this thing out. That is good. Jade Cargill does a training promo, and now it is Jey Uso taking on Gunther. Gunther on his way to the ring as we are live from Saskatoon. What an interesting name for a city. Gunther trying to, make his mark on this Monday night roster. Very much, we're wrestling in high school gyms. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. Damn, that Budweiser's so good. By the way, folks, I need to put this out there. Be responsible when you drink. I'm probably the last person to tell you that, but just be responsible. Damn, that is so good. It's a little toasty in my office, and so the beer, the cold beer is refreshing. And now on his way to the ring, the Yeet Master, Jey Uso. Little side note, I really do think he is most likely coming out of Mania with that World Heavyweight title. Excuse me. Wow. Again, excuse me. He's most likely coming out with it. I don't understand the disdain for him. He is a super capable wrestler. I feel like he could be, I don't know if I would say he could be the guy, but I think he could be holding that secondary title for, for the brand, or for the Monday Night Raw brand, Cody holding the main title. Again, it's all how you perceive things. I feel like Jey Uso is probably one of the better, he definitely gets a reaction from the crowd every week, so, can't take that away from him. As you can see, that crowd's hype there. Jesus. And we are going to get this thing off underway. Excuse me, sorry. As Gunther starts out with the drop kick to Jey Uso's chest. Gunther locks up with Jey Uso. German suplex Gunther getting back into the ring. Jey Uso able to counter. Cannot connect with the fist, though. Jey Uso using that cat-like quickness. Cannot drop Gunther on the back of his head. Crossface. We got a submission locked in on Jey Uso. But Jey Uso able to fight out, kick to the gut, and Gunther just completely unaffected by them punches. Short arm clothesline. And now Gunther got the leg hooked. Jey Uso got the shoulder up at 2. And now Gunther, that power bomb. How is that not a rope break? Only a 2 count, and now Gunther. Jey Uso on the outside. Gunther just taking this time, methodically thinking how to get at his opponent next. Throws Jey Uso back in the ring. Short arm clothesline. Misses that knee drop. Jey Uso cannot connect with the DDT. Gets chucked aside. Gunther misses the seat. Oh, God. And Jey Uso rallying a little bit of a comeback. But not for long, as it is cut off by Gunther. Gunther tosses him shoulder first into the turnbuckle. The knee to the face area. And now Gunther, powerbomb for the second time. Puts him in a pinning position. And that is a 3 count. Gunther is victorious. What a second matchup on the card. And honestly, I love calling these matches. I just love it. Not gonna lie. Another 3.5 star match. That's fine by me. If I'm getting 3.5 star match from my mid match, I will take it every single time. And now it's Jacob Fatu and Andrade. As you guys know, I have a huge soft spot for Jacob Fatu. I feel like he is going to be a world champion within 2 years of his debut on the main roster. I feel like him and Roman, honestly, if they didn't go with Punk, Seth, and Roman, and look, I think it's a great match, all things, whatever. I think it's a great match, but I feel like there's money in a Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns feud. And that could potentially play out on this channel, so not giving any spoiler alerts, but that could potentially play out on this channel. We are trying to build Jacob Fatu up to be like the most dominant heel on this brand. Now, that might take some time, but I think we could really do it. I think Jacob Fatu is just a severely, well, I don't want to say he's underrated. Although I do think you're going to see Jacob Fatu in the U.S. title match on WrestleMania. By the way, your boy's excited. He's currently on vacation. Your boy is off WrestleMania weekend, so potentially I have some ideas for WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. Man, that is such a... By the way, I like Budweiser or Bud Light. I am currently doing my best to try and diet, get a little bit more exercise regimen in my routine, so I've kind of swapped drinking heavier beers for Bud Light, Mick Ultra, stuff like that, so doing my best. I don't like being as heavy as I am. I've had a lot of knee problems lately, so we're doing our best to try and lose some weight. All right. And Jacob Fatu is, a guy I've seen work on the indies, and I love Jacob Fatu's work. I think he is phenomenal. I think he's a great wrestler. I think he is going to be like I said, future world champion in 2 years, and could we potentially see this on this brand, on this series? Very much so. Referee calls for the bell as Andrade starts with teeing off on Jacob Fatu and slaps him across the chest. Gets the 1 count. Fatu gets the kick out. And Fatu hits a super kick. And now Andrade rolls out of the ring. Jacob Fatu cleared the top rope and hit the dive on Andrade. And bounces his head off the turnbuckle. I don't know what Fatu's going to do here. Double axe handle. And going back to that top rope. Splash from the top rope. Andrade has got to be hurting right now. And hits the jumping impaler DDT. Hooks the leg, but there is a rope break. Oh, God. Going for a cover again. He's not giving up. 1 count. They lock up. Kick. Throws him off the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb attempted, but no. Andrade counters. And now Andrade going for a little high-flying aerial action. Not quite what he wanted. Some of the... I don't want to say glitches, but some of the stuff in this game is just so hilarious. And Andrade, what a counter by Jacob Fatu. Hits that super kick. And now working him over with the headbutts. Really trying to bust open Andrade. And another jumping impaler DDT. Hooks the leg. Is this going to be a 3 count? Yes, it is. Jacob Fatu victorious. For the most part, an absolutely dominating match for Jacob Fatu. Holy moly, though. I feel like we've got a big-time heel on our hands with Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. One and a half star match? What? I mean, I'll take it. It's the start of a feud. And now the rivalry matchup, Extreme Rules match, Authors of Pain taking on Fraxium, non-title matchup. I would love to have grabbed Karrion Kross, but it happens. I don't think he was available as Authors of Pain on their way to the ring. Last week won those WWE World Tag Team Championships from Fraxium. If you guys know me, I am a huge fan of the AOP. I think they're great. I don't know, I just think they're great. There we go. That's better. Feel like I'm a lot more clear now, so yeah, they have just been a dominating tag team, to say the least. By the way, I know I've been wearing the blue screen glasses for a while. These are so much better with the bright lights in my eyes. Maybe every once in a while I'll wear the blue screen glasses, but you know, the shades are so much better for me with the lights. And now Fraxium on their way to the ring. If you know me, I absolutely love Fraxium. I mean, I've seen a good amount of work from them. WrestleMania last year, I was at NXT. Is it Stand and Deliver? God, I can't even remember. I can't. Part of getting old with age, dudes. And Fraxium is just... Again, like I said, I really enjoy their work. I thought they were a good tag team to just kind of grab. I thought they were perfect for the inaugural Beer Gut MyGM series tag team. But honestly, I'm looking at getting... I have a couple ideas up in my head, like I've mentioned. Oh, it is for the World Tag Team titles. Oh, shit. Ignore me. I didn't realize that. Holy crap. Fraxium is really invoking their rematch clause this early, as it is an Extreme Rules match, and Nathan Frazier. Oh my God. And now we have Razar going out of the ring to get a trash can, tosses it in the ring. Wow. And Axiom just left Nathan Frazier. And now, oh God. What? Bounces Axiom's head off the trash can. This has just been absolutely bonkers so far. And a chair wedged in between the ropes, and what is a gorilla press slam and a vertical suplex. A table now being brought into the ring. This is absolute pandemonium. And what a counter, and what is Akam got planned here as he hits him with a Death Valley driver and has the leg hooked. That's a 3-count Authors of Pain win. Absolute madness to end Monday Night Raw. I can't believe it. I cannot believe what I just saw. I can't believe it. It's crazy. And Authors of Pain leaving with them tag team titles. Wow. Wow, that is insane. 3.5 stars, that is what we're going to call the show. The 3.5 star wrestling. Not super worried, but SmackDown's going to do. I really like what we built as a roster, though. I think I really proved that I am at least halfway decent roster builder. Hey, WWE, give me a call. I think we did a really good job, though. I think we built a good roster. We got who we wanted. Now, granted, I did this on release of the game, so now hopefully, everybody's having. If you're a MyGM player, everybody's having the same experience I am. It seemed like overall we had the better show. They just had the better main event. And I think that's the case. We are still neck and neck with SmackDown. Got a little bit more money. I think we have the better champions personally. Portland, Oregon is going to be the next site, or the site of this week's next week's Monday Night Raw. Unfortunately, Braun Breaker wanted the team, so it's go home Raw. Obviously, I would hope Akam and Razor work together well as a tag team. I mean, is that so crazy? I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. But we're going to book it. Here we go. Opener match. Yeah, that's going to be a killer match to open the show. Now, there's 5 matches on this card this week. Braun Breaker, Damian Priest. That's another good one. We're going to do a tag team. I'm going to get the ladies tag teams involved. I think that's going to be a great one. We're going to put those titles on the line. Semi-main event, Jey Uso, Gunther, and Roman Reigns versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I think we end up booking it. Yes, we do. That's perfect. And now we just have to set the promo pieces. Call out. Jacob Fatu gonna call out? No. Andrade's gonna call out Jacob Fatu. I like that. Advertising. Jade Cargill. That 4 is great for her advertising. Training. Jacob Fatu going to the training. That's perfect. And then the last one. I think we do a tag team call out. Yes, we do. That's perfect. That is perfect. And we use the whole roster. But guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed it. If you like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button. Comment down below. Subscribe to this channel for more content. Guys, I got some other series that I'm running on this channel. Be sure you go check them out. Every Monday night, NASCAR The Game Inside Line. We are heading into the penultimate race, the championship race. I can't wait to have that drop, but we are going to replace that with NASCAR 14 on the Xbox 360. Going to be posted on one of these 4 corners. Wednesday, NHL 25 Philadelphia Flyers franchise 2.0. It's going to be posted on one of these 4 corners. Thursday, MLB The Show 25 Baltimore Orioles franchise. Again, going to be posted on one of these 4 corners. Saturday nights. Normally Saturday nights. Now, if something's going on, obviously we won't be doing it. Like WrestleMania coming up next week, we will not be doing it. Or in 2 weeks. Whenever WrestleMania is, we won't be live streaming. So, Saturday nights, when available, Madden 25 Washington Commanders franchise live stream here on the channel. Guys, I got to get up on out of here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Much love. I will see y'all around, and peace out.